Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to create creative and unique things you can do with villagers and other mobs in Minecraft Java Edition. Okay, so this is a super simple one. It's a slow roaster. All you really have to do is just get some cobwebs, a fireplace, and then send like a villager or any mob you don't like down it. And you can pretty much slow roast them. It's really simple. And if you want to make a torture device and you don't really want to spend too much time or you're in survival or something like that, this is definitely a tactic you can use. Okay, so to answer the question that's on everyone's mind, how do you lead a villager? Well, it's really simple but kind of complicated at the same time. So I'm going to link it in the description of this video. But basically you need two mod loaders. Or, well, a mod called Paper API, like a mod installation pack, whatever. And then you need a mod called Villager Lead, and that's about it, right? It's pretty simple if you want to do it with mods. If you want to do it in regular survival or creative, you will need cheats, unfortunately, so you can do it in complete vanilla. And there's just really lengthy commands, so if you're interested, I can paste that in the description. But it's so much easier just to install this mod if you want to do it in survival and just, you know, play around with these contraptions and just leading villagers in general, or even, you know, create a survival world and then just have this mod on, you know, because it's so annoying, like not, being able to lead villagers. It's so easy just to, transport them. You can just run and have them follow you and whatnot. But yeah, that's about it in terms of just leading villagers. Just a mod or a really lengthy command and you can lead them. Now to probably one of my favorite and surprisingly easy punishments to do for villagers and players or whatever you want to do it to. And this is the waterboarding one. It's pretty fun and really easy to make. So basically all you have to do is set up your water with some soul sand at the very bottom to push your entity up. Set it up with a piston at the top. You got obsidian so the slime does not stick. And then get this and make sure the weather's clear because we don't want them to get double waterboarded, even though they're under sticky. Go up quick, and he's getting waterboarded. Just have it set up really simple. Let me. Oh, I forgot that was pulled. Oh my god. But simple. You got I have it set up for, it was max ticks on everything except for this one. This one's only got 1 tick out of 3. And that last one's a 3 tick as well, just so it doesn't waterboard them too much. But, gotta give them a chance to breathe. But it's really simple and really fun to set up. And you can do it on a lot of mobs too. Okay, so this one is probably, I think I'm going to go ahead and say it, my very favorite one overall because it's just so funny to look at. It's really simple. All you really need to do is set up, this is the max amount of slime blocks you can put on a piston before they stop moving. And then have a sticky piston. And then set up a repeating loop. So, and then have a villager or any mob you really want kind of more towards the bottom of it, and then set my little system going, and yeah, you basically have a human yo-yo. Looks pretty funny, right? It's really simple. All you need is a lead kind of like hung over like this, so he is pushed up against this, and then I'll have it set back. So when you're setting it up, so when you're setting it up, he will be kind of jumping and he won't be like pushed up because sometimes it can be harder to get them more pushed up against it. And yeah, that's really it. It's super simple and it's really fun to do, and you can do it with any mob. It doesn't have to be a villager. This one is one of my favorite for the most part because of how easy it is and how kind of like ironic it is. So you can get some arrows here. Let's get some instant health arrows. So instant health arrows will actually not, if they're coming from a just a dispenser, they will not kill. Oh, sorry, Simon. No, never mind. So they will actually not kill this villager. He will take whatever 3 hearts of damage or whatever it does, and he will get 4 hearts. So he will literally never die. So what I did is I set up a little system here. I'll show you if you want how to do this. So pretty much you set it up like this, so it's 1 tick. Actually, this says no tick, so I have 1 tick on each. I actually don't really need that many. You can make a smaller one, but then I just put a redstone torch, break it, and then that will create basically an infinite loop. Or you can like quickly use a lever or whatever. Button is too long, unless you want like a really long kind of, you know, delay. But I like it to be fast because this guy's got to get shot, you know. And basically the way this is set up is the reason I made it actually a little bit longer is because villagers cannot be like, if you set it to max speed, which would look something like this. And I think 1 tick on each, maybe even less. So, okay, I kind of just ruined that, but whatever. I'll pause it. You get the point about that. So max speed looks something kind of like that. Maybe if I can, yeah, something like that. So it shoots really fast. The arrows will bounce off this guy, and it will look kind of weird. That's why I have this lava set up, because the arrows were actually bouncing off here. Let me just try to plug this in, actually. That seems slower, actually. That's too fast. Okay. There you go. See, look, so they're bouncing off in there. So basically you want to set it a little bit slower so that doesn't happen. I have lava there, so a bunch of arrows will pile up. Initially, I was going to make it shoot that fast, but it looks a lot better if they just go in him instead of bouncing off him. Yeah, it's like invincible effect. Because the tick rate. So for our medium torture contraptions, we basically have this, which is like an infinite kind of torture machine, I guess. Basically what it is just a bunch of sticky pistons, pushing them every time they get on this point on the ice. It seems really simple, but there's one little trick that some people have issues with when it comes to making stuff like this, and it's just the timing. So you have to have it set to this exact, I think that's 2 ticks. 1, 2, yeah, 2 ticks. Or it will not work properly, like literally like that. Yeah, as I change it, it messed up the whole thing. Yeah, okay, well that's tough. Go, get back on. Oh my god, he just had to walk. I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, this guy's just like actually cheating. There you go. Okay, I ruined it there for a second. But basically, you want to have it set to 2 ticks or it's not going to work properly. And it has to be set to 2 ticks on all of them. And then you just make it around this big. This is a little bit bigger one. You can make a smaller one that's going to be quicker. And then that would change the tick rate. But for the most part, you want to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the middle. And then plus the pressure plate. So 9 in total in the middle. And then obviously the outside and whatnot. But, yeah, that's basically it. Okay, this guy is just not really participating anymore. But, you know, if there's nothing to distract them, they will just go around if he doesn't get caught by something and try to run in the opposite direction. But for the most part, that's it. And also the obsidian too is a little bit important, because if you don't have obsidian, then this will get stuck to other things. But this is something you can do in survival, and it's just pretty fun to see, especially from high up. Now, this is another interesting machine, because this one kind of shakes them up a bit. You know, this one's pretty fun to do with your friend, more than mobs. In fact, I'm going to try this really quickly with myself, just to show you. Yeah, we die. And I'll keep that glass because I'm not going to try to get out of it. Well, I will, but like... Oh yeah, and then what I do is just a redstone torch. Place it. You can set up levers and stuff like that, but this is just way quicker. And let's go inside it. Oh my god, what is going on? That's not too crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, you kind of do that. So, I mean, depending on how you're oriented, because your player's a little bit different than like a mob, for example. Let's say I use a zombie, it'll be a lot different. Yeah, he won't burn here. Look at him. Holy crap. Look at that. He's going like crazy. I'm gonna roll him out. And if you want to stop it, just put a torch and then let go of it and break this or any other kind of area that loops it. And yeah, okay, so the one problem about stopping this is that will sometimes happen, unless you, I think, just completely cut the signal, but instead of like use a redstone torch like I did. But basically this is a little bit complicated in a sense that you need to have correct timing. Pretty easy to do, but just the timing part. So these should be, the bottom pistons should be set up that there's a slight delay in between them. So when this pushes up, for example, this is only a 1 tick from here, or not even 0 tick. And then this is set up to be a 2-tick. I have a double here for whatever reason. And so then there's a 2-tick difference. So this will push up, and then by the time the mob is up in the air, that will push it down. Pretty simple. These have to be, like, these could in theory be at the same tick. It just won't run as well. But these have to be at different tick rates because the sticky blocks will connect to each other. And also there has to be either nothing here or actually no, you probably would want some obsidian here. But you're better with obsidian there just so it doesn't stick and the mob doesn't get out. But so what do I have this set to actually? So I have this 1 tick. So this one's the shorter one and this one's probably longer. This is set to 2 ticks. So not that much of a difference because the pistons are going so fast. But yeah, it's just, it's pretty simple, but you just have to have the timing down. So this is set to 2 ticks or 1 tick, and this is set to 2 ticks. And then you basically just have a little repeating. I have a pretty fast one because I want the mobs to go fast. I have a 1 tick. Actually, no, I have 1 tick and then 2 ticks. But once you have that set up, it's going to basically look really funny if you want to do it to a player or a mob. So this one's probably another one of my favorite. This is basically an infinite torture device. And pretty much it instakes fear in your victim, which is a villager in this case. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it night. I'm going to summon some zombies in. He's going to get scared and he's going to keep running, but he can't really stay in the same spot. Or the pressure plates go down. So once the zombies get there, the pressure plates go down, and it pretty much just forces him to always run and live in fear. It's pretty funny. And pretty simple to do. So to make it, I'm gonna set it today. Yeah, no more fear for you. Not as much fear, please. I would like to show these guys. Zombies on the way. So really what you want to do is you want to have it set up so you have redstone torches under to create a reverse signal. And then you have light or heavy weighted pressure plates. Because regular pressure plates, it would activate all the redstone that I have under. As you can see right here, look. Pretty much is redstone current, so it activates one, so it only activates the closest pistons. And that's about it. It's pretty simple. You just have sticky pistons, redstone around. You could probably make this in survival if you want to have something like this. If you want to have like a little alarm or something like that. You can do this in survival, but for creative it's pretty simple. And you were stuck in there. All right, goodbye. Goodbye forever. But yeah, it's pretty simple to make and it's pretty fun. Obviously you don't have to use iron blocks because that's just a waste unless you're that rich. But yeah, that's about it. That's all you really have to do, and it can make a pretty fun torture device.